Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Cyber Pass. Today I have managed to assemble again for you a bevy of internet celebrities for reasoned and insightful debate. Now we all know that last time around this did not work very well, but here's hoping that this second attempt will prove a delight to the ears of you, our august audience. This evening's subject is an issue close to my heart, the art of which is being more and more forgotten in this age of noisy protests and deplatforming, namely the matter of simple, well-mannered civil discourse. So, TJ Kirk, maybe you'd like to get the ball rolling for us here on the nature of civil discourse.
The fuck? Why the fuck would I?
Well, I thought, maybe we best move on here. I suspect you are trying to give us an example of what civil discourse does not look like.
I ain't trying to prove shit to you, bitch! Wanna fight?
Not really. Anyhow, thank you very much for that, Mr. Kirk. Who knows, maybe the ever-fragrant Miss Shoe-on-Head can take us on from here. Could you tell us something about the nature of civil discourse, my dear?
Holy shit! Is it because I'm a woman?
What? No, I'm just trying to get us off to a reasonable start in this debate.
Please, for the love of God!
All right. Maybe the other half of this famous YouTube pairing, the Armoured Skeptic, can help us out here. Have you anything to say on the matter, good sir?
Dear fucking God, this guy and his fake fucking voice thinks he's so smooth. What a knob gobbler.
No, please, let's keep this reasonable.
Bitch, I have dental. Try again, son.
Sorry, dental? I don't even know what you're trying to say right now.
Everyone is sick of your shit!
All right, if you say so.
I'm sorry, I'm done. I'm done. I need to lay down. I am a woman. I must take a nap.
Oh, all right. Maybe we ought to see if we can move this on then. I think Mr. Stux Hexenhammer 666 might wish to come in here and get this back onto the subject at hand. The subject being the nature of civil discourse. Mr. Hexenhammer. Hello? Mr. Hexenhammer? It appears we may be having some technical difficulties there, so let's see if we can move this along. Mr. Logicked, have you anything to say that might get the ball rolling?
Okay, I guess this is as good a time as any to really get into this. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on the more important stuff, which is also somehow the less satisfying stuff.
All right.
When it comes to you, I've heard this completely unjustified bullshit from you enough times. I'd like to distance myself from you and from this kind of behavior from you.
And what has this got to do with civil discourse? Anything at all?
Fuck! You're not original in any of the ways you think you are.
Well, thank you for that, Mr. Logicked. Mr. Undoomed, may you have anything to add here?
Okay, that just falls flat on its own ridiculousness. Jesus Christ, you're a fucking moron.
Sorry, what? This is about civil discourse.
You think you might be putting the cart before the horse there, you little munchkin? But do go on, I'm having fun.
I was just thinking maybe you might have something to say about the nature of civil discourse. How we speak to each other. I'm sure people would like to know what you think.
Yeah, you've used up all your credibility, so get fucked.
Hey, moron! Fucking moron!
Oh dear. I feel that could have gone better. Let's see where we can go on from here, shall we? Poisoning the well. Can you maybe bring this back onto the subject of civil discourse? And maybe lighten the mood a little while you're at it.
Fuck! Fucking god dick motherfucker! God damn it! Damn it! Fuck! Shut the fuck up!
Well, that was unique. People, if I could just remind you of the calamitous way the last attempt at such a debate ended. So if we could just pull things together a bit, if only to avoid another complete meltdown. So could we now please return to the subject matter, that being the nature of civil discourse? Perhaps DoctorRandomercam can take it from here.
You what, mate? What fucking planet are you on this week? Oh, that's right, Planet Internet. When no one's going to sack you for fucking someone's granddaughter. Is that what you mean?
What I mean? Granddaughter? I honestly don't follow. Mr. Klein from H3H3 Productions, maybe you have something to add here. Something hopefully a little more constructive.
Fuck you. Seriously, it makes me angry. Fuck you. Go fuck off, dude. With this bullshit.
All right, this is going well. Or not, as the case may be. SomeBlackGuy, surely you can bring us back on topic. Or even start the topic, for that matter.
Dude, what are you doing?
To be honest, I'm not quite sure myself anymore. I think I'm trying to host a debate among the YouTube skeptics. Not that we've even started yet.
You fucking pussy. I know 5-year-olds with bigger balls than you.
I'm beginning to suspect this is not going well.
Man the fuck up. Fuck you, man. Go home. Sit down, dude.
I assure you, I am sitting. Wizard of Cause. You're a well-balanced, even-tempered person. What do you make of our attempt here so far?
I am not impressed. Not impressed. And if I'm not impressed, busier people than me are even less impressed.
Well, thank you for that vote of confidence. Would you in fact have anything else to contribute on the issue of civil discourse?
I myself cannot be fucking bothered.
Ah, I see. Thank you very much, Wizard of Cause. Where to go next? One dare not make a choice. Ah, well, once more unto the breach. Kraut and Tea, perhaps you can cast a little light on the issue here.
Bullshit. What is the point of arguing such a silly position?
Oh, so much to the Teutonic angle, delivered as usual with frightening efficiency. Vernaculis, surely you have something to say on this issue.
For fuck's sake.
Well, I'm sorry to trouble you. I was just hoping maybe, given that you're here, you could perhaps share a thought or two.
Forget about journalistic integrity. Forget about the principles of the public's right to know. The public doesn't have any interest in knowing the identity of the person who made a GIF at CNN's expense that Trump used to express his distaste for the news network in question.
I don't mean
they
to interrupt.
They also appear to have decided.
I apologize for having to silence you there, Mr. Vernaculis. The idea is not really to read out a prepared speech. Hello?
That the best course of action in dealing with the sentiment that they're a shit news organization.
Ah. Still going on, I see. We'll just move on for now. Maybe we can get back to him in a minute or two. Jeff Holliday, please save us from this mess the live stream is in, and give us an insight or two on civil discourse.
No, asshole! You're a fucking idiot!
Oh dear.
Fuck you! You stupid chuckle-headed piece of shit! At what point did you think that this was just simply a goddamn game? And that's what I have to say about that.
Well, thank you for that. Can I remind everyone that the topic of this live stream is supposed to be the nature of civil discourse? So if we could just try and focus, maybe just a little. Perhaps this is a good moment to see whether the technical issues with Styx Hexenhammer 666 have been resolved. Hello? Mr. Hexenhammer, are you growling at me? He seems busy. Perhaps we better check in later. Matt Christiansen, surely you can finally get us underway with our subject.
Fuck you.
You can't say I didn't try. Given how this is going, I can't quite believe I'm doing this, but maybe Count Dankula has something to contribute.
What the fuck? You be dick.
Ah yes, it is so much more refreshing when the abuse has a Scottish flavour to it.
Do you see where you went wrong here?
Yes, I know. I asked you something. Mr. David Rubin, given your recent rather well-documented experiences on the Rubin report, how do you think this is going so far?
You really have a problem.
Indeed. Anything else? Ah, thank you for that singular insight, Mr. Rubin. Let me go to someone who had a problem with me on Twitter some time ago. But all water under the bridge, Mr. Thunderfoot, right? Us YouTube skeptics are much too sensible to let such a small personal matter stop us from discussing things in a calm and reasoned manner.
I'm gonna fuck you over if it's the last thing I do.
Moving on. Day is dead. I'm sure you will forgive that little outburst of Thunderfoot's. No doubt he's been under a lot of stress lately. You know what these academics are like.
Thanks for mansplaining, you oppressive shitlord.
Oh dear. I seem to have broken some unwritten rule of interacting with the fair sex. Perhaps Karen Strohan, Girl Writes What, can get me out of this mess.
Fuck, this guy just has no clue what it's like to be a woman. Fucking mansplainer.
Darn. Anyone? Ranting Monkey? Can you get me out of this miasma into which I seem to have succeeded in getting myself?
Sweet tap-dancing Christ, are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm being quite serious.
You're comparing apples to assholes here, moron. Are you fucking retarded?
You will no doubt be heartened to know that I am beginning to wonder whether I am or not, forever trying to host this nightmare. Hagbard Celine, might you save the day here?
Who the fuck talks like this?
I do, it would appear. Can everyone please listen for a moment? We're supposed to be having a debate here. Right now, the skeptic community, for what it's worth, is not looking too smart. So can I trouble anyone here for a comment? Something sensible, please? Irate Bear, how about you?
Are you kidding me? Get fucked!
All right. Perhaps if we bring in someone with a slightly different political perspective. So let us look to the left, shall we? Mr. Kyle Kalinsky from Secular Talk. Can you contribute something on civil discourse?
Excuse me, you sick son of a bitch?
Pardon?
This is why nobody likes you, because you make shit up!
I assure you I did not make up anything. I'm only asking you about civil discourse. I thought perhaps you would have a left-wing perspective to offer.
You pretend like we're in favor of murder. You pretend like we like kidnappers who keep women locked up in chains for 10 years. You sick son of a bitch!
Well, what can I say? I think you've won the prize so far, Mr. Kalinsky. But maybe, just maybe, someone could now actually address the topic? Mr. Repzion.
You've gotta be kidding me.
Based Mama.
You can go get fucked.
Phil DeFranco.
What?
Common Sense Guy.
Somehow don't think so, buddy.
Look, I really don't understand why everyone is being so hostile.
Didn't think you did, you selfish little twat.
I have a strong suspicion that I'm going to regret this. But perhaps Mr. Andy Warski wishes to make a contribution to this so far non-existent debate on civil discourse.
Who gives a flying fuck?
Well, I do, actually. And I believe so do we all, in fact. Or at least we are supposed to.
You can go fuck your mother. You can suck my fucking dick.
And why precisely would I heed your advice to do such a thing, Mr. Warski?
Because I'm the truth!
Thank you, Mr. Warski.
Fuck you, you dumb fucking cunt faggot retard.
Lionel, please, for heaven's sake, Lionel, let's try bringing this back to reality, shall we? Let's talk about civil discourse, like grown-ups, on Infowars.com. Civil discourse.
Do you know what decade you're in?
Civil discourse, Lionel, please.
You see, this is where you leave me completely. This is where you're missing the point.
But couldn't we just talk about civil discourse?
No, not at all. You're missing the point.
Let's move on then. Maybe a philosopher, another man known for eloquence, can finally take on this subject. Stefan Molyneux. If I put it to you that civil discourse is important, what would be your response?
Not an argument.
But
it's not an argument.
Could we not?
It's not an argument.
Maybe this would be a good time to check in with Mr. Vernaculis again. Any chance you might wish to say something?
So much as it's an act of a bunch of pansy-ass bullies who can't go 5 seconds without whining that people dislike their news network. You get so pissy about it.
I see. The speech is still going. Mr. Shapiro. Surely Ben Shapiro, after all his troubles trying to hold speeches on campuses, has something to say about the nature of civil discourse. Are we maybe looking at a lack of appreciation by some on the left for the virtues of free speech?
It's probably because of that, you stupid idiot.
Ah, et tu, Brute. Is there anything else you wish to add?
You stupid, stupid, stupid human.
Well, I am left only to say that one is awestruck at hearing some of the great rhetoricians of our age at work. Let me try Phil DeFranco again. After all, a major YouTuber such as he should have something to say on this matter.
What?
Oh dear. Bunty King, how could I have forgotten you? You're always such a breath of fresh air. Is there any way you can turn this around for us, and help us get this debate underway at last?
You're just a fucked up dude. You're a piece of shit. But you don't need me or anybody else to tell you that. You know that. When you get up in the morning and go for a shower, You're crying in the shower, most likely. And then when you come out and you fucking look at yourself in the mirror, you see a piece of shit.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Bunty King. And let me express my gratitude to your limiting your ad hominems to the bare minimum this time around. Maybe this is the moment to check back with Mr. Stuck's Hexenhammer 666, and to see whether maybe he's stopped growling yet. Mr. Hexenhammer. Hello? Oh dear, that sounded a little disconcerting. Academic agent, perhaps you can help us draw a veil over whatever human sacrifice we've just inadvertently witnessed.
What in the flying fuck, what in the hell is going on?
I don't know, but stiff up a lip, old chap. Remember, you're British.
No, I am not prone to conspiracy theory, but I do know bullshit when I see it.
Thank you for that kernel of wisdom, of sorts. Maybe if we stay with the academics for a moment. Mr. Gad Saad, have you anything with which to enlighten us on civil discourse?
You're disgusting.
Ah, so much to that idea. Perhaps I can extract some sense from one of the Californians present. Mr. Chris Raygun.
You know, I just couldn't give a damn.
Well,
Unless you want a damn.
I thought that...
You want a damn?
No,
I'm not gonna give you a damn.
Well, I'm glad that's cleared up.
I'm a fucking comedic genius!
At least we've succeeded in raising Mr. Raygun's self-esteem. And be that the only thing we've achieved so far. Who knows, if we just keep on trying, we might yet discover some sense somewhere. Mr. Dave Cullen of Computing Forever, have you anything to add to this debacle, preferably on the matter of civil discourse?
I hate nationalism and I hate patriotism.
Oh dear.
And I hate freedom and I hate democracy and I want to be ruled by elites and I hate that my vote should mean something.
Mr. Cullen.
And I hate having economic sovereignty and border control and I hate my culture and I just want to be invaded.
Mr. Cullen.
And I want to be ruled by people who are unelected in Brussels. That's what I want.
Are you by any chance off your pills again?
And ultimately what I really want is Sharia law for my great-great-grandchildren. And some communism, please.
Yes, I think we better move on here.
I hate... You're racist.
So let's try and quickly move on from this. Perhaps Nachi Free has something eccentric and creative to add here, as is his style.
You identity politicking, virtue signaling, effete little smug fucking cunt.
Ah, or perhaps not. Maybe another good friend of mine, Mr. Ogre, has something to add. With friends like these, who needs enemies? As we near the end here, do you maybe wish to contribute something, Mr. Baring?
For fuck's sake, cunt, go fuck yourself.
Yes, I thought as much. Mr. of Akkad, would you possibly still have anything to say on the matter of civil discourse?
No, fuck you.
Maybe just a line or two on the importance of civil discourse?
So this is absolute nonsense. It just doesn't reflect reality.
But don't we all care about this sort of thing?
No, you fucking don't. You do not care about these things, you fucking hypocrite. Get fucked.
Thank you, Mr. of Akkad. Could maybe Professor Jordan Peterson tell us a little about this subject?
What good are you?
Pardon?
You're useless. Grow the hell up and do something useful.
Well, I don't know if that isn't a little harsh.
Go back to your safe little life and shut your mouth.
So be it. Do you have any further advice?
Clean up your room.
Thank you very much for that.
Up yours. I'll go home and play video games.
Phil DeFranco, last chance.
What?
Oh, never mind. Thank you for playing.
No, I ain't standing for this any longer. It stops right now.
Oh, Mr. Uzalu, I didn't remember you were here with us.
Apparently fucking not, mate.
Well, my heartfelt apologies. As we're pretty much at an end, do you have any final words of wisdom?
Mate, it's over.
True enough. At least, as debates go, it wasn't as bad as last time.
We've certainly done the Lord's work.
Maybe except perhaps for that business with Mr. Hexenhammer. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, this pretty much concludes our debate on the issue of civil discourse. I hoped it proved informative and as enjoyable for you as it was for us. Well, I say enjoyable. I have had root canal treatments more enjoyable than this, but then nothing quite says YouTube debate as much as people calling each other names and not talking about the actual topic. So I guess in that respect it has been a rip-roaring success. I thank all my guests and hope that maybe they can join me again sometime, perhaps in a slightly better mood. So this concludes our little debate. That is all from the Cyberpass for now. Thank you very much, and goodbye.